Hey guys, I'm out here to shoot my 1860 Army 45 cal. It is a Colt second generation, and it's the first time I will have ever shot it. And it's also my intention to make this my main carry gun for my 1860s camping. Likely I'll put this on the saddle, and then I'll carry my 31 caliber on my belt in case I get separated from my horse, that kind of thing. But these actually have pretty good ballistics. I've got about 28 grains of powder in it with my 454 round ball, and I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm only at about 25 feet, 8 paces, so roughly 25 feet. So it's not a long distance. That's not the goal right now. It's just to start getting familiar with this. Because it's an 8-inch barrel, the only holster I have is this one until somebody makes me one. I've got one on order, just waiting on it. It's going to be a really nice one. And so I want to start shooting it to get familiar. I'm hoping that I get familiar enough that it's reliable enough that I can start counting on it when I'm up in the woods, up in the mountains, or just out and about. So here we go. We're gonna give this bad boy a try. Okay, goats, don't get too scared. All right, here we go. Whoops. I jerked on that one, that's for sure. And that's all 6. I love the smoke. These freaking guns are so cool. So much fun. I'll go back and show you how I load it. It's not that tough. I didn't think to bring the stuff with me down here. Alright, let's check it out. So I was aiming right here, and looks like I was shooting off right and high. So one of these times I'll have to get a table, bench rest, and really sight it in. But that's interesting to know. They're over there hanging out with Maximus. And there's the horses. That's good. I'm glad they're not running away. That's what they did when Bo was around. Okay guys, that was a great shoot. So here I am to demonstrate quickly how I load the revolver. So I wanted to carry only one flask, my commitment to simplicity. So I came up with a 15 grain spout because that's what I use for my 1849. And for this gun I can then just do 2 spouts worth. That got me an estimated 28 grains because I'm not quite filling it up to the top. And for those of you who are super precise, maybe someday I'll weigh it on a scale to see exactly what grains I'm doing. But as long as I see about the same each time, as long as it's consistent, I'm cool with it for now. So got to do 2 powders, but that's worth it to, like I say, not have to change spouts. And then you don't need a table or a stand. Just compress it and then dropped a little lead into the other cylinder, so glad I noticed. Got that out of there. Now imagine doing this on horseback. Captain Jack Hayes, he trained his Texas Rangers to fight against the Comanches using the Patterson revolvers, and he made them all learn to load while on horseback. I've done archery on horseback, and that is a far cry from being able to do this on horseback. Especially, let's see, no, you wouldn't have to take the cylinder out, but yeah, I don't know. At one point I wanted to learn that. I got a pair of walkers and I wanted to learn how to do that, but the practical uses are pretty low that I would ever need to actually reload on horseback. At some point you just got to admit life is a lot more boring now and safer, so that's okay. So anyway, that's how you load. I like the simplicity. There's going to be very few occasions where I would ever have to load this thing and continue to use it. I mean, like if I was in a self-defense situation with a human, bear, cougar, very unlikely that I would need more than 5 rounds. Now these, I think I'm using 454 balls, round balls, but they're not leaving a real circle of lead when I'm tamping them. So I don't know, I might put grease on these because I'm not going to go shoot this right now. I'm just going to leave it sitting, or when I get my holster, then I'll carry it around into town. But I'm getting a pretty good lead left over after I sink the ball. So the reason I bring that up is so that whether I put grease on it or not. So anyway, I wasn't going to necessarily show you loading all of them, but I guess the bad side about doing this is it would be easy to forget a second to put the second load of the second spout of powder in. But here I am talking and distracted, and I managed to do it. And you can double check by seeing that they're all seated at about the same place, so not worried about it. Pretty easy to visually check your work, in other words. So then the caps. In the past I've bought cappers, but they're harder to use than just putting the caps on by hand. But I always get nervous putting caps on. I'm afraid they're going to pop while I'm holding it. But really, as long as you're practicing safe gun techniques, should be fine. So that's about it, guys. Hope this video is enjoyable. What I got coming up next, as far as gun videos is concerned, is showing you how to, if you have an 1849 pocket revolver, or I guess any of the pocket revolvers, then you can, it's actually cheaper to buy buckshot and use that. So I'll show you how carrying one of these bad boys makes sense to just go out and buy some buckshot and use that. So that'll be an upcoming video. For now, I am loaded and ready to rock and roll. Just like that. Easy as pie. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.